Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining this important Title IX training session. Today, we're going to dive into the essentials of Title IX, understand the latest updates, and clarify your responsibilities as staff members. To start, let's briefly visit what Title IX is. Enacted in 1972, Title IX is a federal law that prohibits discrimination based on sex in any educational program or activity receiving federal funding. This means that no one should be excluded, denied benefits, or subjected to discrimination simply because of their sex. Historically, when most people thought of Title IX, they primarily associated it with athletics and the push for equal opportunities for female athletes. However, Title IX encompasses much more, especially with recent developments. What do these new regulations mean for us? Training requirements. Starting this year, all employees must undergo annual training on Title IX. This training will cover several important areas: the district's obligation to address sex discrimination in its education programs and activities, the scope of conduct that constitutes sex discrimination under Title IX, including the definition of sex-based harassment, and all applicable notification and information requirements. In April 2024, the Department of Education issued new regulations on sexual harassment effective August 1, 2024. These updated regulations broaden the scope of obligations for school districts, which will be covered later in the training. These regulations apply to a wide range of individuals associated with our district. This includes all students enrolled in our district, those seeking enrollment, participants in our programs and activities, as well as employees, job applicants, and volunteers. The 2024 regulations address more than just sexual harassment. They now encompass various forms of sex discrimination, including sex stereotyping, discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity, pregnancy, pregnancy-related conditions, and sexual harassment. Definitions. Sex discrimination involves treating individuals unfairly or preventing them from enjoying benefits of their educational programs or activities because of their sex, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Sexual harassment is harassment based on sex, including sexual orientation, gender identity, sex stereotypes, sex characteristics, or pregnancy-related conditions that meets one of the following. Quid pro quo harassment, when an employee or agent of the school conditions benefits or services on participation in unwelcome sexual conduct. Hostile environment harassment, unwelcome conduct based on sex that is severe or pervasive enough to limit or deny someone's ability to participate in or benefit from educational programs or activities. Sexual assault includes fondling, dating violence, domestic violence, stalking, and retaliation. If you suspect sex-based discrimination or harassment, you must contact the Title IX coordinator. You do not need to be certain, just informed. The Title IX coordinator will handle the next steps. Hostile environments caused by sex-based conduct can be determined even if some of that conduct occurs outside of the recipient's educational programs or activities. The Title IX coordinator will determine if such conduct should be addressed through the Title IX grievance process. One of the most significant changes is the broadened obligation for school districts to act. Under the new regulations, if there is a reasonable belief that conduct could be considered sex discrimination or harassment, there is an obligation for the district to act. This is a shift from previous regulations where districts only had to respond if they had actual knowledge of sexual harassment or discrimination. You are now a mandatory reporter of sex discrimination and harassment. This means that if you become aware of potential sex-based discrimination or harassment, you must report it to the Title IX coordinator. Your reports should be timely to ensure that any issues are addressed promptly and effectively. The regulations clearly indicate the obligations of the school district and employees. As stated, all employees have an obligation to inform the Title IX coordinator when they have information that potentially demonstrates sex discrimination or sex-based harassment. In addition, if a student, parent, or guardian discloses a student's pregnancy or pregnancy-related condition to you, you must provide this information to the Title IX coordinator and provide the Title IX coordinator's contact information to the pregnant student. Employees involved in investigating Title IX complaints, those handling the grievance process, or those managing supportive measures or informal resolutions will receive additional training tailored to their specific roles. In order to comply with the updated 2024 regulations, the school district must appoint a Title IX coordinator, adopt and follow compliant policies and procedures, maintain records to demonstrate adherence to Title IX requirements. The SAU 41 Title IX coordinator is Lauren DeGennaro, the Director of Student Services. For any concerns or to report suspected discrimination or harassment, you can reach out directly to Ms. DeGennaro at the SAU office or at lauren.degennaro@sau41.org. In addition, all building principals serve as deputy Title IX coordinators and report directly to the Title IX coordinator. You may also make any report to your building principal. Thank you all for your attention and commitment to upholding these important regulations. Together, we can ensure that our district remains a safe and equitable environment for everyone. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please feel free to contact Lauren DeGennaro directly.